Coleen Rooney and Rebekah Vardy's legal battle may not be heard in a high court until 2022, it was claimed on Saturday. According to reports from The Sun, the WAG, 34, and Jamie Vardy's wife, 39, may have to wait another year for their case to be heard because of backlogs amid the coronavirus. It was claimed that because of the delays, Coleen and Rebekah can only expect to have their case brought to the High Court in the winter a source speaking to the publication claimed, "It's looking more likely this will but their legal teams have been warned about the massive backlog. The earliest they might be able to get to court is the winter, but Tony's a very good chance it could go into 20. It's a nightmare because no one really wants this to drag on, and it is already costing a small fortune." Coleen, in particular, just wants to move on. MailOnline has contacted Coleen and Rebekah's representatives for comment. The claims come after Coleen had a Zoom mediation had with Rebekah earlier this month, which saw herself and the Dancing on Ice star attempt to settle their dispute in a bid to avoid a high court showdown. However, they failed to come to a resolution after the Liverpudlian accused her former friend of leaking stories about her. Zoom proceedings began with both sides reading out a statement and then breaking off into separate virtual rooms as the mediator spoke to them and their legal representatives independently. The former columnist reportedly tried to reach out to the brunette after another round of failed talks to avoid a costly legal. However, it's thought that she saw the mediation as a waste of time as TV star Becky continues to demand she apologize for her fierce accusations. Coleen's attempts for a peace deal with Rebekah are said to have been denied as the mother of 5 continues to demand she apologizes for accusing her of leaking stories. A source told The Sun, "Nothing's changed. There's been no progress, no chink of light at the end of the tunnel, and no prospect of avoiding it. As far as Coleen's concerned, mediation was a waste of time. Coleen won't apologize. She's convinced she's right about Becky leaking stories to the press and thinks she's made a reasonable offer. She refuses to do another mediation meeting and is now preparing for court." It's thought that lawyers for both stars have reported to the court with an update on the mediation talk. Coleen is reportedly being pressed by her inner circle to apologize and say she regrets accusing Rebekah of leaking stories about her to the. She has already offered a make-or-break offer to agree to disagree over the pairs. A source told MailOnline, "Rebekah is digging her heels in and wants Coleen to say sorry. But Coleen has refused, and she has been told by her best friends that if she does say sorry, it could lead to a resolution and bring the dispute. A judge has to be told after the weekend whether the peace talks they had in mediation meetings has worked. If they haven't, and Coleen has been told she holds the key, then the two women's lawyers will have a case management conference on March 26, which will be a big step towards it all going to the high. Earlier this month, Rebekah and Coleen met in an intense face-to-face mediation on Zoom as they attempted to settle their high-profile dispute, but failed to come to a resolution. Proceedings began with both sides reading out a statement and then breaking off into separate virtual rooms as the mediator spoke to them and their legal representatives. However, the meeting ended with both sides failing to come to a resolution. If they remain in deadlock, then the matter will be settled at a full trial expected to take place later. Rebekah launched a £1 million High Court libel action after Coleen accused her in an October 2019 Instagram post of being the source of leaks to the media, something she vehemently denied. How Agatha Christie row exploded from one Instagram post. To the High Court October 9, 2019, Coleen Rooney accuses Rebekah Vardy of leaking stories about her. Coleen famously wrote, "I have saved and screenshotted all the original stories which clearly show just one person has viewed them. It's Rebekah Vardy's account." October 9, 2019, Rebekah takes to her social media to deny being the leaker as Coleen's post goes viral, while a Sun spokesman refuses to comment on the source. Of February 13, 2020, Rebekah breaks down on ITV's Loose Women, saying the spat was one of the worst things I had to deal with apart from being abused when I. June 22, 2020, it emerges that Rebekah has launched a case to sue Coleen for £1 million. October 2, 2020, Coleen files her 55-page defense and shares images of the Instagram post she alleges. November 20, 2020, Rebekah wins the first round of her high court libel battle. January 18, 2021, reporters emerged that the pair will be holding a mediation session over Zoom. February 4, the pair attend the mediation session. In their first advertisement,